Hey, happy Friday to you, and welcome to the end of summer, that is. Labor Day is just around the corner, and personally, I find it to be one of our most confusing holidays. Most people have the day off from work on Labor Day, so they are not doing any labor. Well, if we're not going to labor on Labor Day, we should change the name of the holiday to No Labor Day. And then everybody would have the day off to do nothing, kind of like being in France in August. Anyhow, Labor Day is the worst day of the year for kids because it means, dun, 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 back to school. When I was a kid, school started the day after Labor Day, making the holiday a harbinger of bad news. But we celebrated it anyhow, and we still celebrate it today with all of the Labor Day traditions. Hot dogs, hamburgers, and buying a new mattress. Anyhow, while Labor Day marks the end of meteorological summer, according to my calendar, summer does not really end officially until September 21st. This means I still have 3 weeks left to sport my white belt and white shoes. So take that, you fashionistas. Anyhow, celebrate the holiday and start with a good laugh, courtesy of this week's Friday Funnies. Well, we all know that crime doesn't pay, but sometimes there is a payback. In Yellowstone National Park, Raymond Reinke was caught teasing a bison. Now, I don't know exactly what he said to the bison, kind of like, ooh, nice coat, Shaggy. But anyhow, he said that he and his friends were on a last hurrah trip before he headed off to enter an alcohol treatment program. And that's the kind of attitude to have before you go into rehab. Let's have a last hurrah. Anyhow, Reinke apologized to the buffalo, but he is still going to serve 130 days in jail for harassing wildlife and interfering with law enforcement. The good news for him is that the first 130 days of his rehab will now be courtesy of the state at the Gray Bar Hotel. Good luck to him. The oddest story of the week comes to us from guess where? That's right, Florida. In the Orlando area, police are looking for Sean Petrozzino, a person of interest in the double murder of his parents. But they can't seem to find him, even though they're looking all over. They said Sean is, and I quote, on the run and armed with a gun, end quote. Now, the irony of this is that Sean Petrozzino has no arms and no legs due to an earlier bout of bacterial meningitis. This makes it hard for him to run and even harder for him to use a gun. Police are still searching high and low for him, looking primarily low. And even if they catch him, where are they going to put the cuffs? I'm just saying. Florida. Go figure. I find this next story very hard to believe, but it comes from China, and why would they have any reason to lie to us? Anyhow, it concerns a 26-year-old man and his 24-year-old wife, and they've been married for 4 years trying to have children, but to no avail. They said they've been having regular coitus, but the woman says she finds it to be very painful. Finally, they went to Dr. Liu, who examined the female patient and discovered that, she was still a virgin. What? It appears that the couple had no idea how to have sex, and they've been putting it, how shall I say, putting the peg in the wrong hole. Okay, that certainly explains the pain part. But really, how stupid is this couple? Do they not have TV or the internet or Google? You know, after the doctor explained the problem and drew a couple of diagrams, she sent the couple forth to propagate. And in a few months later, they were pregnant. Now the question is, what is this child of geniuses going to be like? And who's going to explain the facts of life to them? And finally, why isn't this already a reality show? Hey, that's it for another week, my friends. Thanks for joining me. Please leave us a like if you're watching this on YouTube or whatever, and pass them on to your friends. And I'll tell you what, I'll see you back here next week. Enjoy your Labor Day.